Hey folks, stay tuned to the end of this episode to get your free can of soda. That joke will make more sense in a minute. Hello everyone and welcome back to Castle Classic Movies Season 2. I'm your host, Chris Castillo. During these extreme times of isolation, we here at CCM Studios hope that through the disparity, you and your families were able to make the best of the season and had a very Merry Christmas.
I think you mean happy holidays.
As my wife and I spent Christmas together without our usual large gatherings, it got me thinking about the people who spend each Christmas feeding those who may not celebrate the holiday. The ones that make sure there is always food on the table, no matter who or what you worship. The ones that are open on every single major holiday just to make sure that no American goes unfed. With a $10 minimum delivery fee. I'm talking about the Chinese.
Take the whole list of glory.
So grab your favorite chair and takeout menu as we chop through another CCM movie recommendation, Big Trouble in Little China. Big Trouble in Little China is a 1986 fantasy martial arts action comedy directed by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, and James Hong. The film tells the story of big talking, rough riding, truck driving Jack Burton.
You just listen to the old Pork Chop Express and take his advice on a dark and stormy night, all right?
Who helps his friend Wang Chi rescue his fiancée from an ancient sorcerer in the mysterious underworld beneath San Francisco's Chinatown. They start off at the airport to pick up Wang's fiancée, Miao Yin, more like MEOW Yin.
We are Siamese, if you please.
When members of the Chinese street gang, the Lords of Death, show up and try to kidnap another Chinese girl intending to sell her into prostitution, Jack intervenes and causes a classic Hong Kong mix-up.
Ah, damn it! Hey, come back!
Quagmire, I am so sorry.
Don't worry about it. They're tagged. Just get me to the airport.
Not knowing which one is which,
Get that one!
they take Miao Yin instead.
Son of a bitch must pay.
Jack and Wang, who will now be referred to as Jack and Wang, track down the Lords of Death to the back alleys of Chinatown, where they drive right into the middle of a Mexican standoff, Szechuan style, between two rival gangs. When the three storms arrive, rain, thunder, and lightning, the Asian equivalent to earth, wind, and fire, and slaughter the opposing gang. Jack and Wang exit the truck and make it to Wang's restaurant, where they meet up with Gracie Law, aka Samantha Jones. You know, the blonde from Sex and the City that always got a daily dose of dong slap before the credits rolled.
Look at all those ding-dongs.
She's a lawyer who's been working on bringing down the Chinese sex operation. Jack and Wang track down the prostitution ring
This is gonna take Cracker Jack timing, Wang.
and gain access,
Come on over here and fight like a man.
but quickly have their asses handed to them and are subdued. They finally meet the sorcerer named Lo Pan, who straight up looks like a Cantonese version of the Crypt Keeper. We learn that legend says Lo Pan needs a special green-eyed girl to break an ancient curse, so he intends to marry and then sacrifice Miao Yin to do so.
Who are these people? Friends of yours, huh? Now, this really pisses me off to no end.
Samantha Jones and friends show up, but they're not there to place an order,
I'll have the cream of some young guy.
and are captured instead. Lo Pan notes that Samantha Jones has green eyes as well, and decides, hey, two chicks are better than one.
Now, at my age, I want two girls at once, you know. Yeah, if I fall asleep, they got each other to talk to.
Jack and Wang manage to escape with the prostitutes, then regroup with the Hunan Neighborhood Watch, including the grandpa from Three Ninjas, to save our green-eyed girls and take down Lo Pan once and for all.
Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me?
They interrupt the wedding ceremony, which breaks out into a battle, ending with Jack throwing a knife straight into Lo Pan's skull.
It's all in the reflexes.
His main man Thunder shows up a little too late and, enraged at finding his boss dead before receiving his Christmas bonus, swells up and explodes. The group then busts out and heads back to Wang's restaurant, where they celebrate their victory
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
before Jack heads back out on the open road in his truck, the Pork Chop Express. What do you think of this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. I thought it was an outrageous mashup of 80s ridiculousness and Asian stereotypes. It's a movie that could never be remade, even with today's special effects. This movie will always belong to the 80s. With that said, if you'd like to check out this flick, For the first time or again, you can rent it for $3.99 on Amazon Prime, iTunes, Fandango Now, Google Play, Vudu, Microsoft.com, DirecTV, or right here on YouTube. Well, folks, that wraps it up for another episode. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep up with all the classics to watch while under quarantine. And as always, you stay safe and stay classy.